showtime. Woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo. Styling and profiling. Woo, woo, it's live and in color. Woo! It's not going to be any picnic, brother. It's going to be a war.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am Tommy. Joining me is my main man, Mr. Aramis. What is up, Aramis, man? How you doing, brother? And guess where Aramis is at? Where are you at? Where are you?
Let me show the people where I'm at. Show the people where I'm at real quick. Look at this. Look at this view. Look at the players out on the field. Can you see that? Look good.
Look at that. See how I do. See how we do here, man. We got you guys live up in the building, man. Hey, man, big game today. I heard it, bro. By the way, I heard the tickets there, like the cheapest tickets, like $225 a ticket, something crazy like that. That's wild, dude, bro.
The seat I'm in now is like $470 a seat.
Damn. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
That is no joke, man. No joke. But hey, Bills Mafia. So how full is it right now? How full is it right now over there?
Not a lot of people. I mean, it's very sparse. You know what I mean? I'm in the M&T box up here. Thank you very much. So I mean, it's pretty full in here. A lot of people got in here so they can get the food and then get to their seats after. But I mean, as I showed you, players are out on the field throwing the ball around right now. Kickers are kicking. I got to see Mahomes run across the field like a grandma. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's still filling in.
All right. I got Hey, by the way, Weston Brewster. He's a Chiefs fan, but he always comes on to show some love to the channel. So what up, Weston, man? I think Weston has us winning today. I'm pretty sure that's what Weston said. Let me know, Weston. But yeah, man. So let me start with you, Aramis, man, because we didn't get to talk on Monday. You were under the weather. So how you feeling about this game, man?
This one?
This one right here.
No, I mean, did we get word whether or not Cooper's playing or not? Do we know if Cooper's playing?
Yeah, so I got the inactives. Here we go. I'm going to show you right now, man. Here we go. So Keon Coleman inactive. Yeah, perfect segue. Kyer Elam inactive. EU. You want to pronounce his name? Go ahead. You know how to pronounce his name. Go ahead.
Ulifosio.
Go ahead. There we go.
Edwin Ulifosio. That's it.
All right, Aramis. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you. So we got EU, Will Clapp, and Spencer Brown and Dalton Kincaid. Those are the inactives for today. So yes, Amari Cooper is playing. But Spencer Brown being out, that one hurts. That one definitely hurts. Ryan Van Denmark is going to fill in his spot, Aramis. So how do you feel about RVD? RVD. You know what?
Yeah, Van Denmark is not bad. I actually liked him in training camp. I think he definitely improved over last year. I think he'll be able to handle the job. The one thing that we have to be careful with is what the Chiefs like to do. They love to switch it up on their defensive line. They move Chris Jones all over the place. Yep. They picked up Josh Uche, who by this point in his tenure with the Chiefs, he should probably have a little bit of a bigger role on their long third down and distance pass rush situation. So that those are the things that you might want to look out for on third downs. Are they going to, can the Bills, stick a tight end over there to kind of chip or help Van Denmark out? Do they think he needs it? Because that plays a part in this too.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll see how it goes.
All right. Hey, Cali Blitz, you're saying 312. I think you got the score. Let me know I ain't no way you got a 312. So, Cali, let me know the proper score. Cause ain't no way. I'm not gonna be wrong. Maybe we gotta stop the refs. Says Cali Blitz. That is true. The Chiefs do. The refs love the Chiefs. By the way, what jersey you rocking? Who you rocking? Let me see. Who you rocking?
What? Man, Marshawn Lynch in the house.
Is that beast mode?
Beast mode all day.
Beast mode. I got a blue one, all blue one. And man, people be hating that jersey. I don't really hate it too much, man. I thought those jerseys. I prefer the all blue, but that one's not terrible either. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I really.
I'll put it like this. This is the most wearable jersey that the Bills have ever made outside of a game situation. You know what I mean? It's red, white, and blue. It works with a lot of different, you can wear jeans with it, you can wear sweatpants, you know what I mean? It's all the colors. If you went with the heavy blue that you have on now, what else can you wear that way? I don't want to take everybody into a fashion class or nothing like that, because I'm definitely not a fashion connoisseur. But to me, this is the jersey to have.
I'm gonna show you one quick jersey. Give me 1 second. You're gonna go, man, that is the baddest jersey in the world. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you. Hold on, Aaron.
Oh no. It better not be a Deion Dawkins jersey. It better not be.
Are you ready? Here we go.
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, man. Oh yeah. Oh, JP, baby.
Let's go. Yo, if you had a Peerless Price jersey in there somewhere, you gotta pull that out too.
Oh, I got it. I got a Price. I got a Molds. I got the Molds. I got the away and home. I got them all, bro. I got so many. I got Marshawn, Freddie J. Oh man, you better believe it. Stevie Johnson, bro. I
gotta catch up.
But the problem is, bro, I got real fat and I don't fit in any of them anymore.
Yo, you ain't lying. Same here.
Yeah, they're closet jerseys, man. They're just sitting chilling. Weston, hey, Tommy, you got to do me a favor and get me a Brian Mormon jersey. Hey, Brian Mormon was the real deal, bro. Until he got decked. The game is on primetime out here in California, says Cali Blitz. Yes, sir. How you doing, Cali, by the way? By the way, everybody in the chat, how y'all feeling? Because Aramis says he's shaky on this game. So let me know how y'all feel in the chat, man. Look, man, here's the deal. So if you guys don't know the inactives, I'll pop them up real quick again. Keon Coleman, Kyer Elam, which, that hurts too because he has been good at depth. EU, Will Clapp, Spencer Brown, that's the big one. And Dalton Kincaid, obviously, we already knew that. But Spencer Brown was, I think, a game-time decision. And no bueno, my friends, no bueno. So that is your inactives today going in. But the good news is Amari Cooper's playing. That is positive news for the Bills because him just being out there, Aramis, is going to help this offense out, right? Don't you agree with that? Yeah. Just him being out there.
100%. You force the defense to have to cover the entire field now. They can't just focus in on the seam and take that away. They can't just focus in on Shakir and whatever he's going to try to do over the middle or those deep crossing routes that we love to see him do.
Nope.
This to me is going to be one of those games where if the Bills are going to hold on to the ball and run clock and shorten the game, so to speak, it's going to have to be with the run game and the screen game. The way the Chiefs like to play defense, they want you to they want to force you to beat their man press, right? If you can show that you can beat their man press, then they'll fall back in too deep. They'll still do a lot of different things with their pass rush, but ultimately, what the Bills have to prove going into this game, can they beat this cover 3 look, the single high look, the man press? I mean,
right
to this point, the only team that we seem to have done well against that does that is the Jaguars.
Yeah. Listen, man. By the way, Weston coming in saying, and he's the Chiefs fan. He's saying Bills will win. He thinks 23-17. I have it close too. I'm gonna let you know. I'll let you know my score prediction at the end here before we get off. But I do have it like a 3 or 4 point swing for the Bills. But it could go either way. I got to be honest with you. These Bills Chiefs games are dogfights. I don't care who is missing, how well the other team's playing or not playing. We always clash and we always give the Chiefs a dogfight. So I don't think either team's going to just squash the other. I think this is going to be a war. Like I said, right when we said in the beginning of the podcast, it's going to be a war, man. So, man, you are at the perfect game for it, Aramis. Where are you at exactly? Like, I know you're in a box. Are you at the 50? Like, where are you at?
No, end zone corner. So we're going to be on.
End zone corner?
No, we're going to be on the Bill side. All the way in the end zone, but on the in the corner of the Bill side.
All right, and they hooking you up with food and drink over there. They treating you right, Aramis. They got to treat you right.
Anything you could ask for is up there right now. They got the shrimp with the marinara sauce. They got the bar all the way down the way. We done already had champagne up here.
No, man. You see that? You see that? You see what Aramis living the life.
Let me keep it real. Nah, let me keep it real. My mom had a +1 for this joint, and I said yes. So you know, easy as that.
But, yes, I'm really surprised.
Yeah, because you know I don't go to games. I love that couch too much. You know what I mean? I'm with you. I said yes, and I told my mom when we came in here. I said I can never go to another game that's not in here. I can't do it.
Yeah. You know what, man?
I can't be rubbing elbows.
Dude, I'm with you. Like, unless I have unbelievable seats, I much prefer. I rather be at home watching the game. Like I said, unless my seats are, where I can literally see everything pretty much, I don't want to go to a game. I'm good. But or in a box, like where you're at, in a suite. I've been in both. In NBA, I sat courtside. Bro, let me tell you, courtside is the most unbelievable thing, right? If you ever sat courtside,
I've never done that. I would love to. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I went to a Piston game, and it was unbelievable, man. Like, I didn't realize how close you are to the players. You're right there, dude. So, awesome experience. And I went to the Bills-Lions game in 2018 for Josh's rookie year in Buffalo. And I had great seats, too, and that was awesome, man. But other than that, I don't really. I'd rather be at home, like you said. Much rather be at home. So, but yeah, let's get to this. Let's get to the big three, man. And by the way, Aramis, if you got to bounce anytime, I totally understand. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So let's get to the three key matchups, Aramis, in this. There we go. We got running backs versus Chiefs front seven. So what do you think about that? Running backs for the Chiefs front seven. How do you feel that's going to go?
It depends on the type of run calls that they give. If we get into that that inside zone run, is like to me they have to stay away from the counter. I think the defensive line is too good. They got to stay away from those counter plays. If they can get that inside zone run going, where they're getting the double team blocks on Chris Jones and Mike Dana, and I forget who the other tackle is, but if they can get double teams on those guys and open up some holes inside, the Chiefs really only have one linebacker that worries me at all. You know what I mean? Which is Bolton. So I think if they get some inside run going and they force that team to bring a safety down to stay in the box, now you have one-on-one with Cooper outside. You can go to that. So, yeah, I like that matchup. But if the Bills start trying to run that counter out of shotgun and they run these long developing run plays that give the defensive line time to get up the field, it's going to be a very long day for the run game, period.
Yeah. Spin says Allen 0 picks today. Chiefs not good at getting interceptions. You feel the same?
That's what their stats
say. He's on a 2-game streak of throwing interceptions, by the way. Just throwing that out
heater there, right now, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily know. I don't know about that because the last 2 games. You think he might throw one? I think he might. Yeah, just because Amari Cooper's gonna have to play a bigger role in this game, and God forbid they call some sort of option route or something like that, which they say they've taken out of this offense for the most part. But Allen's got to be in. On a. There you go. I'm sorry, I cut out. Yeah, but you're good. Terrible. Yeah. No, okay, not bad. You're actually doing all right. Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's good. So to me, it's about the chemistry with Cooper. I don't think that's all the way there yet. I think he's got a shot at throwing an interception trying to get the ball to Cooper.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a rough one, man. Tucker about to get the hat trick. Tucker has been bad today, by the way. I don't know if you're watching, if they have the games on over there, but man, he is missing field goals left and right.
I only saw the two he missed.
Yeah, I think he might miss another one. By the way, real quick, I'll go through the scores around the league. Bears are beating the Packers 19-14. But the Packers are at Chicago 8. Lions are all over the Jets 42-6. Vikings up 16-10. Dolphins up 17-12. Rams up 28-13. Saints and Browns 14-14. Jets are now up 17-16. Steelers are up 12-10. So now we're around the league. So we got some tight games other than the Lions team, man. The Lions, for me right now, the Lions are playing the best football. I don't know about you, but I think right now the Lions are the team to beat right now. Like they are looking like a Super Bowl bound team.
Yeah, to me, they're the most complete team in the NFL right now. You talk about a team that can run the ball whenever they want. They can throw on whoever. They've got speed on the field. They've got speed at the running back position and the receiver position. They have a great tight end that can open up the middle of the field for them. So, I mean, what do you do to stop that offense? They can do whatever they want to do. What's the offensive coordinator's name? Bobby Johnson.
Bobby Johnson, yeah. No, not Bobby Johnson.
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson.
So his offensive scheme in general starts with all of the different multiple run sets that they do. That team has so many different run sets that they can run the ball out of. It's incredible. To me, they have the best offensive line in the league. I can't think of another team that has a better one.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm including the Eagles in that conversation.
Absolutely. No, their O-line is really what makes that team move, man. Run blocking, pass blocking, they are the best right now in the NFL, in my opinion. So, and then they got two dynamic running backs that do two different things. Like they are loaded, bro. They got a great tight end. They got good receivers. They got a quarterback. He's not great, but he's good. And he can, if he gets protection, he can look great. And today he's looking great. So, man, that's and then their defense. They're on point, and they just added some help. So, yeah, Spin coming in. MVS 86 yards and 1 touchdown today so far. So it looks like. It looks like MVS is saying "F you" to the Bills. 2 games in a row.
I still don't like him. I don't. Not here. He can do that anywhere else. That's fine.
Yeah,
but I was gonna pick him up in fantasy, and something told me not to, and I'm paying for it now. Jeez.
Damn it, Aramis. You see. Yeah. All right, let's get to the next one. Let's go to Gregory Rousseau versus left tackle Wanya Morris. So how do you feel that's going to go? Rousseau today. I think he's on a backup, right? I believe that he's a backup. I believe.
Well, Morris. No, Morris is.
Has he been starting? Okay, I thought he was.
Morris is the starter. Yeah, Morris is the starter, but he's been hurt. He's been hurt. Okay. If he's playing today, he's definitely not 100%. So.
Okay.
I like the matchup with Rousseau against. I think for Rousseau, it's always been about pressure. It's never been about sacks.
Absolutely.
I think the tough part for Rousseau in this game is going to be playing disciplined pass rush football and not giving up an open lane for Mahomes to get out of the pocket. That's the only thing I would say to Rousseau. Like, look. I know the sack might be tempting in a game like this. It's a big game. You want to put numbers up. You want to get the fans in the crowd going. But listen, just stay right in the position you're supposed to stay. Make sure you're covering both lanes. Don't give them any space to get out of there, and we can win this game. I think that's a very winnable matchup.
Right. By the way, I got some news for you. Taylor Swift is going to be at Highmark Stadium, by the way. That's what they just said on Twitter. I don't know if that's true, but look around. We might find her.
I know. I'm looking at the other box over there thinking there's only 2 here right now, so I might see her.
She might be. Next up, Patrick Mahomes versus second level of Bills defense. So how do you think that's going to go, Mahomes versus the second level of the defense today, the DBs?
You know what? What's tough for me about that, and I think our secondary is pretty good. I knew the secondary would be better against the run because we got guys that want to tackle, and the safeties can tackle. You know what I mean? They play the run, I should say, way better than the safeties that we had before played the run.
Right.
So I would say I like the matchup of our secondary versus their receivers. I mean, Hopkins is Hopkins, but Hopkins is not old school Hopkins, so we don't have to worry about him making those kind of plays. I think it really comes down to can this secondary show that they can stop Travis Kelce?
Yeah, that's going to be – we haven't really stopped him. So that's going to be that's going to be something to watch for today for sure. Especially for the linebackers, right? Can Bernard and Dorian Williams do their job today? I know Bernard can, but how would Dorian Williams is the real question. Matt Milano, we still have some time to go before he comes back, but let's see how Dorian matches up when it comes to that. He's not the greatest pass coverage linebacker. So Scott Blakely, Mr. Optimistic in the house. Hey, I have us winning today. We are so effing injured all the time. Scott, listen, the worst injury he got today as far as guys that were, questionable was Spencer Brown. That's a big loss to us today. But I think RVD will be all right today. I do. All right, so let's get to some cause for concern. Chris Jones is a disruptor. How do we stop Chris Jones today? Or how do we not even stop him? How do we slow him down?
Who needs to just get results?
I'm losing connectivity in here.
Aramis.
All right,
that's
there we go.
Can you hear me?
It's a little bit better.
Right. How do we stop Chris Jones today? Or slow him down?
I think it's quite easy for me. I think you might have the same one. I think it's the Bills headquarters.
Honestly, unless you're willing to triple team the guy, which you can't. I think you can only hope to slow the man down. I mean, that's just the name of the game. But here's the thing. One of the reasons Chris Jones doesn't really pop out in all of these games the way that he can is because they're also going to do the same thing that we're talking about, which is play very disciplined pass rush lane. Don't allow Josh to get outside and make plays. So, I think you'll really only notice Chris Jones on run plays. That's going to be where he's going to shine. That's going to be where he's going to make his impact plays. Some of the stuff that I saw them doing last week against the Broncos and Bo Nix. I mean, they really played disciplined football. You could take it all the way back to the divisional round last year rather, in the way that they rushed Josh. I mean, they had one guy rushing Josh. Chris Jones and Mike Dana basically stood up and just waited for Josh to break out and run. And the funny part is when they did that, Josh still had to run anyway because there was nobody else. You know what I mean? Because we couldn't show that we could beat their man coverage. So it's gonna be a situation where Chris Jones is gonna pop in the run.
Right. Hey, do me a favor. Scott wants to know why all the noise. So flip around the camera. Scott got here late. Let him know what's up. Go ahead. Show him what's up. Scott.
So we are in the box with all these wonderful Bills fans and Chiefs fans.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's take a look here.
That's up there too.
Yeah, see, Scott? Come on now. We're trying to bring it here, man. We're live at the game. I mean, you can't – come on now. You're going to get some noise. This is what happens when you get to Bill Stadium, right? Highmark Stadium, the Ralph, the Rich, whatever you want to call it, right? I call it the Ralph, the Rich, Highmark. It is what it is. Too bad Pitt not going to be able to get in the end zone. Yeah, Pitt's settling for field goals. Okay, that's the only acceptable noise, says Scott. So, yeah. All right, thanks. Scott doesn't like that noise. Time of possession. Where does that go to today? Time of possession. How important is that today? And who do you think gets that nod? You think the Bills run the ball a lot today? Get the time of possession going in their favor?
No, you know what? The Bills and the Chiefs games in general have never come down to time of possession. That's never been an issue. The 13-second game is a prime example of that. Whenever these teams need to score, they find a way to make something happen to do it. and they can get up the field when they want to. I mean, that's just who Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are. So in this game, it's going to come down to who can run the ball better to stay more consistent and stay on the field. I don't, both teams just, trying to hold on to the ball longer. It's going to be about putting up points, because at the end of the day,
right.
if the Bills win the time of possession, but they leave a minute left on the clock, do you think that Mahomes is not going to make something happen with
exactly.
you know what I'm saying? So
we learned that the hard way, right? 13 seconds. That's all I can say. Last one here is Babbage first go around with KC. So how do you think Bobby Babbage is going to fare against these Chiefs? His first go around as DC. I think there's going to be some kind of, a lot of adjusting on his part as the game goes on for Bobby Babbage. This is his first go around, or is he kind of familiar with it being with Sean McDermott in this defense?
Well, Babbage has been here long enough. He's been here pretty much every game that we played the Chiefs. So I think he knows what to expect from the offense and what they can do. Honestly, I was crying and begging and pleading on my show. Can we just be a little more aggressive than usual? Can we play, tighter coverage? Can we get up to the line and press some receivers? We can still play zone. If you want to still play your bend but don't break after that, that's fine. But just try to disrupt some timing. Try to disrupt something. Get two guys to stop Kelsey from getting off the line, period. You can do that. You can literally stop a receiver from getting past 5 yards if you really want to. The other thing too was what we've seen the Chiefs, the Ravens, and what we've seen a lot of these defenses do against the Bills, especially this year, is be very physical with the receivers down the field. If you get called for holding, so be it. It's only a 5-yard penalty at that point, but at least you stop the big play from Josh Allen and these receivers. So I would like to see the Bills do something like that to the Chiefs receivers. Are they going to get the calls? Yes. Would it be demoralizing in big situations? Yes. But is it worth it in the long run? Yes. You know why? Because teams know, players know, everybody knows the refs cannot call holding on every single play. So why not do it? Play the percentage.
Right. Yep, I agree. Scott says Bills play prevent defense against Chiefs all game. Wonder why they can't dominate them. We play a soft zone. We do that almost every game. It's not even just the Chiefs. We have the bend don't break defense. We've been doing that since Sean McDermott. Sometimes it bites us in the ass, and we've gotten bit a few times this year. So we'll see today. I'm hoping it doesn't. It's all about that red zone defense, really, for the Bills. Can they hold them to 3? And remember, they don't have their kicker today, so that is a positive for the Bills. And I'm curious what Andy Reid does on some of these fourth down plays if they're in our territory. So if he goes for it or not. So that is interesting. Let's get to some. You think so? Give him a shot a couple times.
I don't think Andy Reid is going to coach scare.
I don't think he's going to coach scare, but I wonder if because I don't know who the kicker is, because they had a kicker from the Jets, I believe, and they got rid of him. Now. They got the guy now from the Jets. I'm sorry. They got the guy from the Jets. So he actually, I think he did okay for them, the Jets, last week. So we'll see how he does this week. But we got some keys here real quick. Make stops on third downs, right? That's been a killer for the Bills all year. Stops on third down, Aramis. I mean, right. But we got to do it. I mean, like third and longs, we always seem to get burned on third and longs for some reason. Third and shorts, for some reason, we're way better. Third and long, we always get beat on third and long. I have no idea why. But yes, we need stops on third down. Make drives count. Another right? Like, let's get out the gate fast. You know what I want to see from Joe Brady, and he hasn't really shown it yet? Up-tempo offense. Why not show something different against the Chiefs? Go up-tempo to start the game. Get to the line quick, right? So where Josh can change the place of the line without the play clock going down, right? That's what I want. More up-tempo. So we'll see if he does that, but he hasn't yet this season. So I want to see up-tempo offense and get pressure on Mahomes. So, Greg Rousseau, Von Miller, we need to bring it. We need to get that pressure. Even if you don't hit them, make them, force them to throw the ball away or throw the ball early or late. We got to put pressure on them. If you don't, it's going to be a long game.
You know what I haven't seen the Bills focus on in a few years now? Whatever happened to getting a hand up and batting the ball down? I mean, Mahomes is going to get the ball out regardless, right? And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get to him. I mean, teams are getting to him a little bit more this season than they usually have. But, I mean, a sack is good. Batting the ball down is just as good. Just as good. If you don't give them any yards, if you don't give them any opportunities, this is a team where you have to see those types of things as victories on a drive. If you can bat the ball down, not only are you stopping the momentum of the offense because they got no gain on that down, now they go back to the drawing board, and now they have one less down to get a first down. Listen, this is the best third down team in the league that we're talking about here. That's why I said the Dub thing, stop them on third down. Like, how you're going to stop the best team on third downs on third downs?
I agree with the batting the ball down. I thought last year we did a lot better job doing that. I thought we got some interceptions from that. AJ Epinesa did that a lot more last year. We're not really doing that. Our defensive tackles don't really put. I don't know why. Just put your hands up. I mean, I don't get it, but we don't do it well. We really don't. Cali Blitz 49-6 Lions. Yeah, the Lions are. By the way, the Dolphins are all over the Raiders, 24-12. I had them winning in that game too. I just didn't. They're desperate. They're at home. The Raiders aren't good. The Jets are up 24-22. They're in a close dogfight against the Colts with 10 minutes left. And believe it or not, really the game that's surprising right now, Aramis, is the Bears are beating the Packers 19-14 with 6 minutes to go. And the Bears have the ball. In the game. Yeah. Really surprising. But there's 6 minutes to go, but still, man, yikes. So, Aramis, let's get to the score predictions and we'll get out of here so you can enjoy the rest of your time there in the stadium. So go ahead and let me know your prediction for this game, and we'll get you out of here.
I think it's going to be a tight one. I got the Bills. I got the Bills winning this one 21-20.
Ooh, close.
Yeah, nailed by
1 point.
I think.
Okay. guys, everybody, go ahead and put your predictions right now before we get out of here. I'll post them up. I have, I think I said on Friday, I believe I said 27-23 or 27-24. It's going to be something like that. I'll go Buffalo, 3 or 4 point swing. I think it happens on the last drive. And let's hope the last drive don't go the other way, because then we may lose the game. So let's get the other scores. 31-17. I don't know, Spin. You sure? I mean, I hope. I mean, that's a nice size win. 99-0, says Scott. He's very optimistic. 37-10, says Corrupt 83. We got a blowout and a lot. I mean, we got 99-0.
Really?
31-17. A lot of people going blowout. Just win, says Callie. Amen to that, and that's what we're gonna do, right? Let's bring it. By the way, let me know when I talk to you how loud that stadium got rocking today after the game. All right.
All right, I'm gonna try to get some video.
Have fun, brother. Go Bills, man.
Yes, sir, go Bills.
Go Bills, man. All right, y'all. So that was Aramis, man. So yeah, sorry about that. The background noise, man. But the guy's at the stadium, man. He's having a good time at the stadium. And yeah, man. No, I understand optimism. Listen, man. I know y'all think I've been down on this team. I'm not down on this team. Not at all. We're 8-2. Can't be down on an 8-2 team that is absolutely tearing up the AFC East right now and leaving everybody in the dust. But I'm, I can also let you know what we need to get fixed, right? What we need to correct heading into the playoffs. These are things that we need to get better at. That's all I'm saying. Slow starts, can't afford that. We need to figure out why we're having these slow starts. Other than that, guys, I'm pleased with this team. I'm pleased with being 8-2. I'm pleased with how Josh Allen's been playing. And the offensive line, I feel like, has been playing pretty good this year. Defensively, with all the injuries, I feel like we've stepped up in a lot of games. So there's a lot to be happy for this Buffalo Bills team, but we need to correct things going down this stretch of games. And we have a lot of tough games, guys. We have the Chiefs today. We have the 49ers after the bye week. We have the Rams and the Lions. None of those teams are easy. None of those teams. You can't afford to play sloppy offense, right? And expect to bounce back every time in the second half. It will eventually bite you in the ass. And it has, right? And it will. So that's the only thing I want to see from the Bills is just to fix things up, man. And that really goes on coaching, right? And that's also obviously execution as well for the players, right? And obviously getting players back from injury is always a good thing. So, this bye week can't come fast enough, right? So after this week, so hopefully players return after the bye and we have a good, rest of the way where we fix shit up, players come back healthy and stay healthy, and we have a nice playoff run into the Super Bowl. That's what I want to see because I know this team can do it, but we have to execute better on offense. Really, that's my main concern right now is I know this team can do better offensively. So not a Debbie Downer, man. I just know this team could be better than what we've been showing. That's all I'm saying. Jacob Allen, the Bills have played a cupcake schedule. Only one win. Listen, Jacob, I don't know. Once again, I don't know if you're a Chiefs fan or you're just trolling. Listen, I don't care about that. Who you play, this play, blah, blah, blah. To me, that means nothing. If you know this team and you watch the Buffalo Bills over the years, we're constantly a playoff team. We're constantly giving the best teams dogfights or beating them. We give the Chiefs the best fight by far by any team. We're not a bad team. I'm in a cupcake schedule, okay? And we took care of business regardless of what you think or not. We're 8-2. The Chiefs are 9-0. We're here today, and let's see what happens. That's all I got to say. I know the Chiefs are a Super Bowl champions. I understand the Chiefs have our number in the playoffs. I get that. I'm realistic. I'm not talking trash. That's not what we do here. That's not what I do. But you can't say that the Bills are only where we're at because we've played cupcake games. Let me tell you something. Every Sunday, every game that you play is not an easy game. Like any given Sunday, and I'll give you a prime example. The Bears are beating the Packers right now, 19-14. The Packers should be kicking the Bears' ass, right? There's upsets all the time. The Baltimore Ravens lost to the Raiders. They lost to the Browns. Okay? I'm just throwing that out there. Any given Sunday, it's not easy to win in the NFL. It's not easy to go, 8-2 through 10 games. No matter how the schedule is, what you think the cupcake schedule is or not. But it doesn't matter. That I don't care about that. We're here where we're at today, right? We got a 9-0 team versus 8-2 team. We are the second best team in the AFC, whether you like it or not. And we'll see what happens today. We'll see. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a dogfight. If the Chiefs win, they ain't going to blow us out. And if we win, we're not going to blow them out. It's going to be a close game. So, look, man, you can feel how you want to feel, man, but it is what it is. Scott, Casey has a horseshoe up their ass and refs in their pocket. Look, man, the refs, they tend to lean a little bit towards the Chiefs, but I'm not going to blame the refs. I'm not doing that. It is, like I said, I do slightly agree with that. The Chiefs do get some favorable calls, but I think it goes both ways a lot of the time in games. That's why I really, I think the refs are, in a whole, I think the refs are they've done a terrible job this year. They really have. But that's every year. I think we complain about the refs every single year. So it goes both ways. I don't want to hear it. It's not the reason why your team loses or wins, in my opinion. So anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here, man. The game starts very soon. Bills Mafia, I appreciate you guys rocking with me. I'll be here post-game, win or lose, like we always are, right after the game ends. So, guys, once again, I love you. I appreciate you. And go Bills. I'm out of here. Peace.